Gladys, Bob, and of ABC, Mao is my brother, Kodonai Church, Media, Ombili, nakupenda. Sasa mambo ya ndoa. I want us to sing a song that Freddie really loved.
Yeah, Maya. That's how we used to call each other. And I'm not used to this. What I used to see Fred was, this should have been a poster of a show. Like, Fred and I perform up and up and up. And it is sad that I was the first person to receive this news before Erick and the family. When the incident happened, coincidentally the officer that was on site is a family friend. He called me and asked me, unajua ndugu ya Erick? Nikamuuliza mgani? Because he's an officer, the police or traffic. So before they just start, akaniambia Fred, nikamuuliza Fred mgani? Nimepata accident na ni mbaya na ameaga. I asked, he's called the chain, I asked the chain, uko sure? Then the chain said, niko na ID ya kare kama ni yeye. So he sent me the ID, then I confirmed. I was so shocked. I was screaming in the house. My wife was on my side, I was in shock. Because alikuwa nasikia kusema ni ndugu yake. So my wife thought it's the brother I'm talking about. But after confirming the ID, I'm like, I know. So I called Erick. Erick was asleep. I had to find his number. I called him. Then I said, let me talk to Erick. And then I talked to Erick very casually. We talk. And after that, I told Lynn for Erick. By the time Erick was there, I called, and I need you guys to come here now. I called Larry, I texted Larry, I called David, I called Noriega, and I told them, Erick is on the way to Mama Lucy, our hotel. So I did, by the time Erick anaenda kwa anajua nini. So I told him, and hata kwa casualty, because I didn't know how to say it. Because Fred has given us an opportunity. We started a career together. Fred hosted us. Fred gave us a life. Sasa hivi watu wanatesa, wanapiga mapicha. You know, Fred ndiye alitupeleka Kileleshwa. Tulikaa Kileleshwa miezi 3. Watu tukarudi Adams. Fred hakuna manager, tuweka South B. Katuweka Ngumo. We started a show together, and there's one thing I'll say about Fred and also Erick. They made you comfortable as a family. They didn't know. We lived with Fred for so long. Even when skirmishes were here, it was hard to realize that we mentioned Anjaka. And Fred made everybody comfortable. When we were doing our shows in club, ukiingia kwa bar, from the waiter, from the bouncer, Fred made you comfortable. If you made a promise, he will either fulfill it or give you a very comfortable life. By the time I'm talking, hey, I think Fred amenicheza. But how he put it was so nice. Baka ulishindwa kumhukumu. And Malik can say, and I see, ujeni hapa, tuseme dakika moja, ujeni Malik and Neblas, and all those guys. Kiari, please come.
Kuimbie jinsi wewe ulivyo.
He was a kind-hearted man. So when I lost my mom, it happened that this one Saturday, the Saturday that was burying my mom, we were supposed to have a show in Eldoret. Fred drove to Sumo on Friday, and on Friday night he was with me the whole night. And on Saturday he told me, our daughter got a show for Tango. And he stood and there with me till we buried my mom. And he actually didn't go for that show. So when I heard about his death, it was really hit me very much. So all I can say is let's take him home well, and until we meet again. Thank you.
In the industry, Fred was one of the realist artists of comedians that we had. He lived the hero opportunities to play with them. Not just the facilities, he paid for them. Personally, when I was being rejected in the industry, Fred gave me opportunities. And I paid for them. I met Fred in late 2012. He showed me how to club gives. Generally, we believe in mambo ya Mungu ishafanyika, so we can't go against. Truly, Fred will be remembered for his going blood.
And the late Margaret Emondi, who was a brother to Erick Emondi, Emondi, and the late Joseph Onyango Emondi. He attended school at Aria Primary School and proceeded to Kisumu Boys High School, where his love for arts and performing was evident as an active member of the Christian and drama. His love for the stage saw him join his brother Emondi in stand-up comedy at the Churchill Show after he completed school. Fred became a regular at the Churchill Show as one of the pioneers of the modern Kenyan comedy and went ahead to make a career out of this craft. Until he met his tragic death, Fred was an accomplished, creative, and entrepreneur who specialized in entertainment and graced so many stages in the country. He will never be forgotten.
The journey with Fred comes a long way back from when we were in Sunday school, moving on to teens class, that is at the sit-up. And afterwards, together with Emondi and Erick, when we were growing up, we moved and involved Gladys, Tony, Pastor Mao, the rest, Hansel, good to see you also here. So the journey started way back in Kisumu, sit-up to be specific. And it was a Sunday school affair moving on to teens, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. But now moving to Nairobi, that was the year 2007. We had just proceeded with a cultural festival narrative, myself and Fred Emondi. So it was time to come and look for greener pastures on this other end. So we landed at Kenya National Theatre. I think that's where Erick had already paved the way a bit for Fred, and he came from Kisumu and built his own name right here in Nairobi. And part of doing that, it meant doing a little bit of some club MCing and all that. For the ones who we did something in Tribeca, you know, I'm going to do it. The ones who, yes, see that? Those are all the platform. You know, you're going to do this one. Hakuna mtu anajafanya show Tribeca hapa na bus. All those ones at iClub. Moving on to Native Skylarks, and then I can't mention all the clubs. Rumors fake of us, isn't it? That's Betty Spear, 64 right across, exactly. So, that's where a lot of us got the platform to be who we are at this specific time. I can't start mentioning all the names right here because I can see almost fairly around 30 or so artists who've gone through the hands of Fred and all that. And then from there, that's when we proceeded to Churchill Show, and then that's how the name blew and went all through. So that's where he stopped being brother Erick Emondi. He became Fred Emondi as a brand on its own. All right. So for me, I think I've lost a brother who held also my hand in the industry and introduced me to a lot. And I'm pretty sure some of the MCs and some of the comedians here would know that. He had that heart of introducing each and every person to any person. If we don't know each other in the industry, he will make sure he introduces you. When you're wrong, it means the kind of heart that he had. When I got the news that he had lost his life along Kangundu Road, it was an early morning. Terence texted me, and it was sad. So we went straight with Erick to Mama Lucy, and then from Mama Lucy to the station, and from the station back to Mama Lucy. And then with the facilitation of Tony, myself, and of course with the big support from Erick, we decided to move the body of Fred from Mama Lucy right here to Chiroma. One of the saddest things that actually was tough is that when the mortuary attendant, the other side at Omalusi, gave me Fred's teeth to carry and bring to Chiromo. That was a tough one. A friend that you came into Nairobi back in 2007 to look for greener pastures, you're now the one carrying his teeth to a different mob for reconstruction. It was tough. It was really tough. Yes, our friend, our brother in the industry, and our family members who were here, it was a tough scenario. Fred got hurt. Got really hurt. I have to be honest. We were talking about, when the autopsy was carried out, it was about 7 ribs, and a couple of sections that were messed up. I'm sorry I'm mentioning this and everything, but it was not easy. It was painful to watch him do that, die in such a situation. In the end, we celebrate him because he died doing what he loved most. I love him singing and all that. Yes, some of us might have deviated to cooperate and everything and all that, but he showed us the way in that line, and he died in, I would say, in the line of duty, that situation. It's a tough environment. We will work with the family together all the way to Sega and all that to make sure that we give our brother a beautiful and a fitting rest. Rest. Exactly. And same to the ones from Sitam. I see also Amos, Sam, Carrington, the rest. I can't mention each and every one of them. Those are people who've seen Fred from childhood, like Sunday school, moving on to the rest. Tutaenda matanga tuzike vizuri. Mimi tena naomba tu tusitafute clout nayo. That's all I'm saying. Please. Tusitafute clout nayo. Let's give him the respect. Let's give him the honor of him holding us, our hands in the ministry. Let's not use it for likes. Let's not use it for anything. Let's give him just a respectable brotherhood and sisterhood befitting second. So that's it. I'll hand it back over to Pastor Mao. All right. Thank you very much for creating the time to be with us here, each and every one of you. So I know you had your tight schedules and events and all that, but you created the time to be with us here. So asanteni sana. My name is MC Larry, and tembeni pamoja.
Thank you, Larry.